resolving the problem of food deserts.
Innocent civilians who can get food and medical supplies and
live with 4 roommates in a basement and eat fucking fast food. Do you understand? This is not when the baby
fast food drinking. You know, these are things that are commonplace in society, in the world we live in.
It offered you some warmth, some food, shelter, and maybe
the National Food Service Management Institute. Whether you work in the cafeteria or manage your school's meal program,
in the Oval Office, I signed into law the Global Food Security Act, which is a bipartisan.
Instead, we plant food-bearing, native, and climate-appropriate plants that can thrive.
For decades in soup kitchens and food pantries around the country, the growing
the need for food is birth cuisine. The need for shelters given
years or more than 3 years under conditions in which they're eating extremely bad food without any medical knowledge.
Exist and everything else. Food, the universe, your friends are all figments of your mind.
Which is food, water, shelter, fire, and company. But it took us 6
might think of as Russian food or even Jewish food because it's got a similar climate to that territory.
Produce and the ones that there's a little bit of food, they die off. It's that style of algorithm. But we tried another one which was...
So remember, in Europe, you got fast food on every corner. You got American chains on every corner these days. That's a real fun part of eating in Italy is food tours. And there are a lot of food tours. I was in Rome recently, and this was my guide, and she
was to bring in a piece of food and to put it into a baby food jar and observe the changes.